Political groups, community groups, all across the country that come.
I'm at the Cesar Chavez National Monument, looking and examining the legacy of one of America's most important labor leaders. In the 1960s and 70s, Cesar Chavez led the United Farm Workers and a grape boycott to protest the working conditions of farm workers in California. The mostly Latino farm workers in California were routinely denied sick days, humane working conditions, labor union representation, things you'd expect from a modern job in the 1960s and 70s and 80s. At this location in Keene, California, Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta acquired this property to lead their strikes, non-violent resistance in their national campaign and increasingly their global campaign for farm workers' rights. We're going to go look at some of the locations associated with the life of Cesar Chavez, including his house and his grave, his office. Probably the most influential, consequential Latino leader in American history. One of the most important civil rights leaders in American history. House of Cesar Chavez and his wife Helen and their 8 children, along with his car there, preserved exactly as it was, along with this enormous chain link fence surrounding his entire property. Because of a 1971 assassination plot uncovered by the FBI, Cesar Chavez lived in constant fear, or at least constantly aware of the threats. His life was constantly in danger due to the threat he posed to those who wanted to stop the unionization of the farm workers in California and nationwide. Of course, this was only a few years after the assassinations of Senator Bobby Kennedy, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., President Kennedy, and so this property was patrolled by security and German Shepherds. We're at the office here of Cesar Chavez, preserved exactly as it was. This is where he would lead and coordinate the strikes, the boycotts, as they led the labor union from a local movement to a national movement to a global movement, right at that desk. A while ago, Spanish to strike, the signs they would hold up as they were on strike. Caesar's wife Helen hosted and cooked for dozens, hundreds of people, not just her 8 children, but the entire labor movement up here in Keene, California, here at the headquarters of the United Farm Workers as they planned the next step for the grape boycotts. You see a lot of icons and statues of St. Francis here at the Cesar Chavez National Monument. He was kind of a 20th century St. Francis. Hunger strikes, giving food and donations away to those who needed it most, living his life on the road, always moving, living a really selfless life. Those assassins would not be successful. Cesar and Helen Chavez lived in this house for 22 more years. And Cesar Chavez himself passed away in 1993 after what some have believed to be complications due to a series of 3 pretty intense hunger strikes that he embarked on during his strikes and his non-violent resistance at the age of 66.